All right, Damian, it looks like the title of this one is Do You Know About Insects? Although that's a question, isn't it?
Mm.
Do you know about insects? That's how it should be said, right? And the author's name is Buffy Silverman. And I'm not for sure yet, but I'm going to guess this one is a nonfiction because I think it's going to teach us information so we can know about insects.
A Luna moth spreads his wings. He flies in the night. A tiny fella hops into a dog. She sucks blood.
Oh,
No.
a flea. A flea hops onto a dog. Okay.
Moths and fleas are insects, and a beetle is an insect too. You can tell insects are animals with 6 legs.
How can you tell? Insects are animals with 6 legs. Wow. Insect bodies.
Insect bodies have hard outer coverings called
Exo.
skeletons. Protect
Yes.
their bodies. The body of an adult insect has 3 main parts. The head is at the front. The
Thorax.
is in the middle.
Yes, a tough one. Abdomen.
Is at the end.
Okay. So where is the head?
Front,
Yep. And where's the thorax?
middle,
Yep. And where's the abdomen?
end.
Yeah, it's funny because on a person, this is your abdomen. But on a bug, this is the thorax. What's the type of skeleton they have?
Wait,
Yeah, it's that one on the outside of the body.
exoskeleton.
Exo. Yeah, Damian doesn't have an exoskeleton, though.
Can you see the 3 main body parts on this wasp?
Oh, where do you see his abdomen? It's at the end. Yeah. Yep.
It's fat.
Yeah. He has some nice colorings, though, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
That's a wasp. Yikes. Where's his stinger?
Right there.
Really? Oh, man. I'm not... Oh, God. Bee stings, wasp stings, that's brutal. His head is weird, too.
The praying mantis. Oh, remember when Dad found that praying mantis
Yes.
and he brought it inside?
I do.
The praying mantis has huge eyes on its head. It sees a crawling caterpillar. Watch out.
His eyes on the top of his head? And they're
He looks
huge.
disgusting.
He is very strange looking. The praying mantis eats the caterpillar. Oh. Well, I guess that's what they do. Yikes. Praying mantis. It's kind of a funny name for him. Let's see this new kind of insect. The grasshopper.
A grasshopper waves
Mm-hmm.
the long, thin admins.
Antennae.
Antennas
Yeah.
on its head. It feels and smells with its antennas.
So look at that. This thing right here, he waves that, and that's how he feels and smells. So if you go outside to check the temperature, you just go put your hand out, and you can feel it, he would stick his antenna out to feel the temperature. And if I said, "Ooh, Damian, do you smell that?" You'd just stick your nose out the door. He sticks his antenna out the door. That is pretty cool. So you can never hurt the antenna of a grasshopper. It has a job to do. All right, let's see what next is waiting for us. We've heard praying mantis. We've heard grasshopper. The heck's this?
An insect's wings and legs are on its thorax.
Mm-hmm.
Insects use their wings and legs to move. A wasp's wings are on the middle part of its body. This part is called the thorax.
So isn't that a funny thing that the insect's wings and legs are on the middle? Are your wings and legs on the middle? No. Your wings are up top and your legs are on the bottom. But for an insect, those limbs are in the middle. The thorax. Huh.
A tree hopper.
What?
I've never seen one of those.
I've never seen that either.
A tree hopper's thorax looks like a thorn.
Mm.
It helps the hopper hide on a plant stem.
Oh, look at how that happens. Yes, the stem has a thorn on it. And this tree hopper wants to look like he's part of the stem. Isn't that funny how his body just kind of blends in? What is that called when an animal's body just blends into the environment?
Camouflage.
Yes, and the tree hopper is doing that very thing. That's
Insects
amazing.
breathe through openings
Mm-hmm.
along the thorax and abdomen.
The abdomen, yes. Wow, so its legs and wings are on the oh wait, no, they're on the thorax and the abdomen. And they can also breathe through openings on the thorax.
Beware of the bee's stinger. It is on the end of its abdomen.
Wow.
Honeybees sting to keep other honeybee animals away from their hives.
Oh, they're protecting their hives. Wow, that's why honeybees sting other animals. So why do they sting people? I'm not after his hive.
Maybe you're just going near it and they think that you're going to attack them, maybe?
Maybe. I wonder if this book will teach us why these bees sting people. They sting other animals to say, hey, get the heck away from my hive. But I've got nothing to do with his hive. How about down here? The food that an insect eats is broken down in the abdomen. So that's the bottom part of his body. Damian's is in the middle. Let's see what we can find out now about how insects grow.
Insects begin life as eggs.
Okay.
A katydid
A katydid. Looks like a type of bug.
lays eggs through a tube on her abdomen.
Abdomen, yeah. This leaf, katydid, is laying eggs on a log.
Ants take ants take care of eggs in underground nests.
Underground nests. Ah, that looks interesting. Kind of looks like puffed rice. Ugh, ants are kind of freaky. I'm not a big fan of ants. Okay, what can we learn about the giant water bug?
a giant water bug lays eggs on their mates.
Mate's back.
He carries the eggs until they hatch.
Wow. That's a lot of eggs. Look at all of that. Holy smokes. Right there. Now this next insect that we're going to read about is pronounced nymph. Nymphs hatch.
Nymphs hatch from the water. Bug eggs. Nymphs look like their parents, but they have no wings.
Oh, wow. So the nymph is related to the water bug. So a giant water bug would lay eggs on the mate's back. So the mommy would put them on the dad's back. The dad carries the eggs until they hatch. That's interesting. And then when they hatch, they're called nymphs. And these nymphs look like their parents, but they don't have wings. Why do you think they don't have wings? Interesting. This dragonfly nymph lives in a pond. It has no wings, but it can crawl underwater. Isn't that fascinating? We'll have to look for those next time we're in the pond.
Cricket.
Cricket.
Nymphs hop in a field. They eat lots of plants. Nymphs grow bigger.
A snowy tree cricket nymph eats plants to grow. Have you ever seen a cricket like this?
No.
You've never seen that bug?
Well, yeah, I've seen a cricket, but I don't think I've seen a cricket with that long antennas.
Really? Maybe it's called a nymph because it's a baby. We hear crickets at night. Those are the night bugs that Sid's always screaming about. I don't want the night bugs.
But the nymphs' exoskeletons cannot grow. The nymph
They shed.
their exoskeletons and grow new ones.
They do?
Then they become adults.
Oh, they shed their exoskeleton. Their outer covering. Wow, they shed it 7 times or more. Can you imagine getting new bones like that all the time? Our bones can regrow themselves, but certainly not like that. That is pretty amazing. Crazy. All right, turn page. Remember, you're going to get to create an insect of your own after this.
Many insects grow in a different way. They look like worms. Then look like worms. Then they hatch. They are called larvae.
Larvae. So I want to reread that paragraph. Many insects grow in a different way. They look like worms when they hatch. They are called larvae. Oh, so even though that looks like a worm, it's truly an insect. Yikes.
I don't see its legs, though.
Well, it's said that that's how they're growing, so they haven't officially been, formed yet. But they're growing, and they look like worms, and they're called larvae. These larvae grow in a nest made of wax. They will grow into bumblebees. So those are baby bumblebees before they're born. Wow.
Insects lay eggs where their larvae
Larvae?
will find food.
Oh, so the insects know where the babies are. So they lay the eggs where those babies can find food. A ladybug lays eggs on a leaf. Soon, larvae will hatch from the egg, and the larvae will hunt aphids that live on the leaves. Aphids? What's an aphid? Did you not get enough sleep last night? I think reading makes you sleepy.
A ladybug lays eggs on a leaf. Oh, you already read that, right?
I did, but it's always nice to reread.
Larvae eat and eat. They grow fast and shed their exoskeleton.
My goodness, you need a nap.
Many times then they become pups? I don't know.
Poopas? I think you're a poopa.
Wait, is that what it's actually called?
I think that's what it's called. You think that's funny, huh? A ladybug larvae eats an aphid. Oh, look, so this is what an aphid must be. Okay. All these kinds of bugs. Oh, I'm going to put you in bed tonight at 6 o'clock.
No!
Well, you're so tired.
Where
This next page is all about your favorite type.
Pup?
Come on, you weirdo.
No.
Let's learn about the poopa.
It's too funny to say.
What do the poopas do, Dame?
And to change inside a hard case, they come out of the case when they are adults. Then they have wings. The females can lay eggs.
Bumblebee poopas grow inside their cases.
Poopas.
I think for Christmas I'm going to order you a poopa case. Do you think I can get that on Amazon?
No.
I bet I could. I bet I could prime it in 2 days.
Poopas.
You are a poopa. All right. Are we almost there?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
Or just-
Yep, we are almost there.
Nah.
Where insects live.
Insects live almost everywhere on Earth. Millions of.
All right, sit up, dude. Sit up, sit up, sit up. Let's get it together. You're a mess.
Millions of different insects live in rainforests.
Mm.
Caterpillars munch on 3 leaves in
3 leaves? Does that
tree
say-
leaves
Oh, okay.
in the rainforest.
You know what's interesting to me about this page? I see that the word rainforest isn't one word. It looks like it's 2 words. I always thought rainforest was one compound word. I wonder, I thought I was correct, but I guess rainforest truly is 2 separate words. Wow. All right, Damian, where do millions of different insects live?
In a rainforest.
In a rainforest. Stop touching your eye. Caterpillars munch on tree leaves. This is the time of year when you see a lot of caterpillars come out. I remember when I was a little girl, we had one spring, and there were caterpillars everywhere. In fact, Doyon's school was covered with them, and it was really freaky.
Honey pot ants live in the desert. These ants get extra food when food is hard to find. They will feed their nest mates.
The abdomens of honeypot ants swell up with food. Wow, so they fill their bodies with food to bring to their friends. How do you think your friends would like that?
I don't like it.
If you filled up your belly with tacos and then you'd have to like puke them out for
Ew.
Sam and Jameson and Killian and Tegan.
Ew.
You could go to the calf and say, I've got lunch, guys. Blech.
How do these beetles live in the cold, special
Chemicals.
inside their bodies? Keep them from freezing.
Well, that is news to me. Did you know that? That these beetles have special chemicals to keep their bodies from freezing? That's how they can live in cold places like Alaska. A red bark beetle. My God. All right, Damian, what do we have here? Another question.
Wait,
Where?
right here or right here? Oh. Where can you find insects?
Fireflies light
Right.
up the night in this meadow. That's quite pretty.
Well, you want to know? Wait, do I have to read all this?
Yeah, hold on. Well, we don't have to read the index. We don't have to read the glossary. Those are just tools to help us. Match the mouths. Some insects suck liquids with their mouths. Others chew. Match the insects on page 28, which is this one, with the pictures on page 29. How do their mouths help them get food? So let's look at this butterfly. Which picture do we think it matches with?
This one.
How do you know it's that one?
Because that's on pink. And that's on pink. And there's no other, like, stuff on that's on pink.
So you're looking at the leaf color in the background? Yep, I would agree. So the question is, how do their mouths help them get food? What does it say here above picture 3?
This insect sips nectar from flowers.
Oh, so when a butterfly is sitting on a flower, it's actually having its lunch. Okay. Which one is the housefly? Which picture does it match with? It's not picture 3 because that was butterfly.
Let's say picture 2.
Okay.
Because this is the only one that was like a weird tongue, like sticking right down.
Yep, and there it is in picture 2. So the question is, how do their mouths help them get food? What's the language beneath question 2?
This insect's mouth is like a sponge. It sucks. It sucks.
I see S-O-A. So.
Soaks up spilled juice.
Oh, so his mouth is like a sponge. Just kind of wipes it up.
Ew.
And that's a housefly. So those are the ones that you see indoors. So when he's in your room, he's looking for some liquid. Just gotta soap it up.
Remember that night when we were about to read one Dexter? I think you were downstairs, and a housefly was like right there. Because there was like juice or something over there. And then he flew over and landed on Summer's head, and then he just fell off and he died.
Wow. That's quite a story. The paper wasp. Which picture do you think matches this paper wasp right here?
Definitely this one.
Number 4?
Because that's the only animal that's yellow.
Okay. So you're matching the color. Let's read the words beneath picture 4 to find out how does the paper wasp get food.
This insect chews other insects and feeds them to its young.
Oh my goodness. What do you think of that? And the dragonfly nymph, you want to know how he gets food to his mouth? This insect shoots out its mouth. Watch it catch a fish.
Ew, that's gross. Gross.
Crazy, huh? And then there is the glossary. What's your favorite word in this glossary? I think I know what you're going to pick. Pick one of the words in this glossary. Which word's your favorite?
Poopa.
Why do you like the poopa?
Because there's the word poop in it.
What is a poopa? According to the glossary, what does it tell us?
A
A poopa is?
insect in the stage of life between larva
Yep.
and adult.
Oh, so you're a poopa.
You're a poopa.
A poopa does not eat. So that's actually you. You don't eat much at all.
No, Sydney's
Sydney eats more than you. You sit at the dinner table. You don't eat anything.
Well, I don't like meat.
It's official. You're a poopa.
No,